This road I've been traveling down, well, it makes you feel alone. Pumping songs nobody wants to hear, well, it takes its heavy toll.
After months of preparation, the time had finally come. We're in a Chinook helicopter, heading to our new home for the next 10 months. For the Preventional Reconstruction Team Security Forces Platoon, we'll be landing in Ghazni. A hell of a place. I'm about to find out. Warning, this video contains graphic language and graphic imagery and video from the battlefield of Afghanistan during the War on Terror. Thank you for watching. Boots on the ground. We've landed in Ghazni. Security Forces Platoon job is to protect the Preventional Reconstruction Team while they do theirs. And PRT Ghazni was led by this man. Commander, now Captain Philip Kapusta, graduated from the U.S. Naval Academy, was married in 1992 and then served in SEAL Teams 2 and 8 during the 1990s, including as an officer in charge of a SEAL platoon and assistant operations officer. He earned an MS degree from the Naval Postgraduate School in Leadership and Human Resource Development. He attended the Command and General Staff College and the School of Advanced Military Studies, and later earned an Executive MBA from the Benedictine College. After graduating from the School of Advanced Military Studies, Captain Kapusta served as Chief of Strategic Plans at Special Operations Command Central as part of a joint planning group, and in 2009 was selected for the Preventional Reconstruction Team Commander. My personal opinion on Commander Kapusta: he's the best officer I've ever served in the United States military. His leadership can't be matched. Coming in a close second was my old company commander from the Marine Corps, Captain David Odignon, now a 3-star general. Captain Kapusta has my utmost respect, not only for being a Navy SEAL, but being a wonderful officer to work for. I also want to introduce you to someone else, another very brave individual, combat camera, Tech Sergeant James May. This man went around and did everything we did, but without a rifle, with a camera. We actually had our own cameras running around. This is where almost every picture in this video comes from, and a lot of the videos. He's an excellent photographer and a wonderful airman. It was an honor to serve with him. Forward Operating Base, Ghazni, located in the Ghazni province of Afghanistan. We were about 7,000 feet above sea level with mountains around us. Next segments of this video is going to talk about our FOB, the life around it, and then we'll get into our missions. This is a quick flyover of FOB Ghazni. This is our area coming up here in a few seconds. Our motor pool, living quarters, as you see here. The White House was an area where most of the staff lived, the staff officers and staff NCOs, and also uses office space. With a long hallway, the White House made a great place to hold a muster indoors after a rocket attack, which is something that happened frequently. The rocket damage you see was the Air Force Surgery Center's barracks. We'll get into that later. Our motor pool was located right next to the Air Force Surgery Center. Kind of like the TV show MASH, but with the Air Force. Our FOB was a Polish FOB. It was a Coalition Forces FOB. The Polish had everything. They ran everything. We had about 2,800 personnel on FOB Ghazni, about 400 to 500 American troops. We had a sister unit, the Agriculture Development Team, with a Security Forces platoon out of Texas. Since this was a coalition FOB, we didn't have a PX. We had local merchants that came and lived on the base and sold us whatever we needed. That's where I got my cigarettes. We had a nice little shop. You could buy TVs, electronics, DVDs. A bazaar would come on every once in a while. It'd give you a little more variety on different items you could buy. I sent a lot of stuff home, local clothing, sent my wife some scarves, bought some hats for the guys in my family. Fob life wasn't bad until the rockets started. Like all things, there's downtime, off time. We didn't just sit around the fob, we found something to entertain ourselves. This was our bomb dog that checked vehicles coming in at the gate from the Polish Army. Barry was his name.
My wife will love this.
He actually got care packages sent from the States. Awesome dog. Just a few clips of our downtime.
That's completely not fair. We need one in there.
I got it. I'm videoing. Here's that Canuck guy. Now. I ain't gonna do it now, I got it on video.
Yeah, he's looking for that as well.
The dining facility, the chow hall, where we got our meals. Wasn't too bad. Due to some supply issues, we had some hiccups with some certain things, but we always had a good meal. It was always hot. Sometimes it was good, other times it was, well, it was a military dining facility. There was also a small little restaurant on the fob called the Oasis. It was actually pretty good, decent restaurant. When they would bring out a plate of sizzling chicken, it would smoke up the entire building. Had a small coffee shop. We also had a post office where we got our mail and we could send stuff out. Our barracks, or place we lived in Afghanistan, the B huts, actually wasn't too bad, better than some of the places I've been. I actually did a video of it while I was deployed there. Give you a quick tour of my living quarters on Fort Ghazni in Afghanistan, 2010.
Oh, this is my new home. Here's the other side. What? A bed? We can have a window. One guy's up there playing cards. And other things.
This was the hallway of the White House, where a lot of the staff NCOs and officers lived. We also had a utility building we called Big Daddy's. We could do everything from recreation, have mission briefings, meetings. We used it for a lot of stuff. It was basically a utility building, but most of the time it was used for recreation purposes during our off time. Great little place. Poker, pool, darts. We had cookouts on holidays. We had some great food there and some great times. Really cool little place to blow off some steam during a deployment. How we called home. Myself, I bought a cell phone when I got there. Could buy minutes off the local little market, and I called home pretty much every day. Other people had opportunities to use the internet and a little MWR building we had, but we also had a very light connection in our B huts, which was very nice. We tried to do Skype, but me and my wife ended up having a problem. We couldn't do it. We couldn't see each other as much. It would freeze up a lot because of our connection. Also had a post office for you to receive packages. And we had shower tents for when we got a little too dirty, but you could take a shower and bathe every day, actually several times a day if you wanted to. Our laundry, a little bit different. Every time I went on leave on a deployment, including Afghanistan, you go home, put your wash in the laundry, and it turns the water brown, the clean stuff. You had to put in the little pods or little detergent in your pocket in your uniforms to get the uniforms completely clean. It was run by civilian contractors, Afghans, and they were kind of clean. And now a word from one of our sponsors, Afghan Construction, brought to you by Specialist Jason Bagwell.
This is also a part of Afghan Construction. As you can see, sandbags are in perfect place. Great stuff, great stuff. I tell you what, I'll take a rocket attack any day, anytime in this concrete. Look here, look. Top notch. Yeah, there's a little bit of sand falling off there, but we can fix that later. Ain't no problem. Got lots of top-notch projects here at Afghan Construction. It's going to be great. If you don't believe in Afghan Construction, you don't believe in me. Everybody believes in bags. So, with that closing, I want you, next time you need a project done, you call Afghan Construction when you need the lowest bidder.
The Ghazni medical team. What can I say? These people are amazing. From when the call comes in on the battlefield, when you hit the fob, they'll take you into the Ghazni Surgery Center, get you patched up and stabilized until they can get you off the Bagram. Then they'll get you stabilized, fly on to Longstool, Germany, and then on the way home. Our medical teams were amazing. If you ever seen the TV show MASH, it's kind of how it works. Medics and doctors from the Polish Army, the U.S. Army, the Navy, and the Air Force all combined together, even with a language barrier, and took care of us. They were on call all the time and ran missions with us. They went out and did clinic assessments. They did the regular job we did, and while we were having our off time, they were answering the call all the time, and they ran every time. They never quit. Some of the most amazing human beings I've ever had the honor to serve with. Anyone that was on the medical team in Ghazni. We even had a dentist from the Polish Army. These people were amazing. They got the job done and they took care of us. A lot of times what they reacted to was IEDs. We'll get in that here in a minute. But these people saved many lives. Many, many lives. Proud to have served with them. When the call comes in, the 9-line starts, the medevac goes out, picks them up, brings them back, takes care of them. Thanks to them, a lot of soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines are alive now. They helped out civilian clinics, ran civilian clinics, performed surgeries on civilians, and the Afghan Army, National Guard, and police. Thanks, Doc. Now let's talk about what brought us here. IEDs. Do you see one? There it is. This was in the Dayak district in Ghazni province. It was found by, I think, the Afghan police. We were on our way to the mission, was told about it, and we sat on it until EOD gets there and takes care of it. In this situation, it ended up being 2 mortar rounds with wires leading out to a motherboard hooked to a cell phone, and our jammers took care of that. 2 of our soldiers walked around it and actually walked over the thing. A little miscommunication with the Afghan police. You can see the aiming points here that was set up. That's the IED out in the road. The stack of rocks is where they could see from a distance and have a marker to where they could set off and time it just right. They could pack things all under culverts, bridges, a lot easier for them. But EOD will come out, either blow it in place, or in this situation, the charges were recovered, taken back, and checked, I guess, forensically, and see if they could find out who was placing the bombs. IEDs got a little crazy. We could jam the radio signals, but we also had mine rollers that would go out in front of the vehicles. Your job was to actually find the IEDs. You hook them up, you could control them basically for pressure plates. What a pressure plate is when you drive over it or step on it, it triggers the explosive device. Most cases, it had to be a very heavy vehicle in Afghanistan. That way civilian vehicles could roll over it, and then we would roll over it and it would explode. Or they could be armed. We could go into a village and then on the way out, which was very common, get hit. And sometimes you had to learn how to drive them.
This is what not to do when driving near Constantino wire. And I'm sure the Afghan police is not real happy with us right now.
But things happen. Mine rollers worked very well. They saved a lot of lives in Iraq and Afghanistan when put into use. Another way of setting IEDs off is command detonating. Basically wiring the explosive yourself and setting it off. We have no idea it's coming. But when we track the wires down back to the house that you used to make the IED and then set off the IED, killing a Polish soldier, well, we got something for you. We took care of the IED lab. IEDs have taken many lives and maimed many people involved in the global war on terror. Not just soldiers and military personnel, civilians. Kids find these things. Collateral damage happens. They destroy their own roads and their infrastructure. It's completely insane. But we keep fighting them. When I was in Iraq, we were in Humvees that barely had any armor. We had to build our own and then got armored Humvees. Now we have MRAPs. These things were amazing. Very protective, very tactical, carry a lot of equipment. The only problem is they were very easy to roll over, which ended up being a problem for us later on. How our typical mission went. The night before, we'd have a mission briefing in Big Daddy's, which is extremely detailed. Satellite imagery, weather reports, the chance of getting hit, intelligence reports, anything going on in the country, stack the vehicles the way we need them, have satellite imagery before we going out that tells us where we're going to park our vehicles. It was some of the best pre-mission briefings I've even ever heard of in the military. And it was kind of great. But you wake up in the morning, eat chow, get some coffee, get your trucks ready, and wait around for the convoy brief and head out and do your mission. This is a little bit what goes on before.
PG-13.
I don't want to talk to the media.
We are very happy to be here.
I'm black and I'm proud.
I love my job.
I'm black and I'm proud. Such a big vacation.
What's your name, soldier? What's your name?
No habla English.
¿Cómo se llama?
I only know one phrase, I'm sorry.
What is your name?
Bert, Specialist Bert.
And what do you do?
Anything I'm told to.
What are you told to do?
I'm here to help the Afghans with rebuilding their country.
Well, if you're really rebuilding, then why do you have all those guns?
Protect our people from the insurgents. I ain't got not one insurgent friend. Spoken well by Cat Williams.
Soldier, what's your name? What's your name, soldier? Sailor.
Hey, Sailor. My name is Petty Sapalatel. You can call me Dallas. I'm from Texas.
What do you do?
I work on computers and radios. And I eat Raisin Bran in the morning.
What's your name, soldier?
Specialist Sean Rigacheski.
What do you do?
Special Forces. Civil Affairs. On PRT guys.
What's the best part of civil affairs?
Good question. Talking to the locals, of course.
Sounds good. What's your name, sailor?
My name is Don P. Nah, my name is CS2 Ben.
So what are you doing today?
I'm a killer. I'm a killer. I'm gunning today.
Alrighty. What's your name?
Chef Water. Specialist.
What are you doing today?
Dismounting.
Dismount.
Yeah.
What does that entail?
I guess I'm a help, with security. That's good.
Shout out to your folks at home.
Nah.
What's your name, soldier?
I'm Bags.
What do you do?
Today I'm a gunner. It's so professional.
I'm showing your webbing.
My webbing? Yeah, I get to kill insurgents if they decide to come out and play.
And who's this?
And also protect the good people of God.
What's your name, soldier?
Sergeant Pellegio.
And what's your job?
Civil affairs.
What do you do?
Go out and talk
In
to
civil
people.
affairs.
Mostly go out and talk to people, do assessments. That's what we do.
But she's so cute. Look at her.
He ain't doing that. He ain't doing that. He chilling.
I'm in the rear with the gear.
He chilling. He ain't doing that.
It's all because of you. I'm feeling sad. Come on, you know your mother side is better. Hey, do an interview with him.
The Fed's looking for me.
You know, we could ruin our little video.
So where are you going?
Hey, 4 months in.
That's OPSEC, ma'am.
That's really classified.
What are you guys going to be doing?
OPSEC.
What's your job?
To drive.
Kill people and work with
Whatever he tells me to do.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, whatever you tell me to do.
Our job is to protect you, man.
Look at the camera, Stanky.
Let me tell Bobby Woods ass don't be that one. We're sitting there.
Where do rockets come from?
He says, Stone will help you out.
Hey, man.
Hi.
How you doing, man?
I'm good.
You working
Just
hard
capturing
today?
all this.
What's going on, man?
What's up, LT?
Hi guys, what you guys doing?
Hanging around waiting. PCCs and PCIs or something.
Really excited to see you holding onto a door.
Well, I gotta make sure that the handle got the pins in it. Good to go.
What are you doing?
Standing around looking at my truck, chatting with these guys until we go on the mission.
You guys ready to go?
And ready as we'll ever be.
Why are you here in Afghanistan?
Where's my card? I am happy to help the Afghanistan people and Jaroa put a face on the country. And
Keep going.
I'm happy to help these people.
Who are these people?
The local inhabitants of this magnificent country who needs lots of nurturing and help and getting their government up and running.
What day is it today?
Thursday, May 27th.
Does that mean anything to you?
Cinco de Mayo.
After a quick convoy brief, any updates? We're heading to the test fire range.
Hey guys, at this time, we will dismount. You know I'm recording, right? You look cute. Oh, shit. Forgot something. I know. On YouTube. Run the fire! It's Sergeant Miller.
After test firing the weapons, we head to the gate, turn on the jammers, head out to do the mission. Once getting there, place overwatch, escort personnel out of the vehicles, get them into their meetings or whatever they're inspecting. Army Corps of Engineers, inspecting bridges, any other projects that they had going on, wells, bridges, schools, anything with the infrastructure. A lot of times it was planning meetings with government officials and anybody involved in the infrastructure in Ghazni, Afghanistan, including the governor. This is right after a meeting, how we break down and get back to the file.
Who's in better? I know. Who's in better do I have? Where's he at? Sergeant Wilson. They didn't want to end the damn thing.
I see that.
You're still going to get the thing going on. Y'all got the recon done already, I take it?
Yeah, should have been done. No!
I'm in. Shit, let me unlock the valve. Okay.
How'd it go, Migo?
It went alright.
Alright.
We're back in the vehicles, break overwatch, head back to the fob, hopefully without incident. A boring day. Most of our missions were boring, but some weren't. The next segments of this video is going to cover specific missions and specific incidents that happened in Ghazni. It will be graphic.